And welcome everybody back to Waffle Board Breaks. These are late night breaks doing a 10:40 start. That was because it was overtime. It would have been 10:30 start without the overtime. I was at the Flyers Stars game, which was entertaining to say the least. It was pretty good game. Obviously, the Flyers need every point they can. Stars are the second best team in the Western Conference, so they got the point they need to get to 100 points on the year. Flyers were they gave up the lead. They were at 1-0 on the power play from waffle board break legend Travis Konechny, and then they gave a shorthanded goal to tie it, and then overtime was back and forth, and then waffle board break legend easy teasy Trevor Zegras with the game-winning goal. So there it is. Flyers got the 2 points they need. They're trying to climb back in. They have like 5 or 6 people in front of them for one of the last 2 spots. I'm not sure they're going to make it, but obviously the Stars. I think they played yesterday too, so I would see they coming east. Obviously they didn't play terrible. They were outshot. I think they're a much better team clearly than the Flyers. At 100 points, they're one of the best teams in the league. But this shows you, that even the best teams could lose, even though it was an overtime loss. Them, but they're like I think 6-something points behind the Avalanche, but got them to the 100 point mark, which is the second team in the league to hit 100 points. Is the Dallas Stars, I believe. I think they're at 99 going into tonight, so it was fun. Like I said, being obviously East Coast here, done a lot of good chances to see a good team. Talented players like the Stars. It was good to see them. And they were skating well. Obviously, it's good to see guys like Mira Hiskinen, and of course, obviously guys like Mikko Rantanen. They pulled it back up goalies, Erson for the Flyers and Casey Smith for the Stars, and they both had some absolutely amazing saves. So I think the goaltending was definitely better than the offense tonight. And that was definitely the case. Both goalies had game breaking, game saving, saves, whether they're power play, shorthanded, making big saves on the kills. And I mean, there wasn't any huge like breakaway stuff, but there's a lot of good. Dallas obviously is an amazing cycling team with Matt Duchene, of course, and Jamie Benn, Rupe Hintz. I mean, those teams. I don't think he's hurt though, but those teams. Thomas Harley on the blue line, Jason Robertson. They got a pretty stacked team. Dallas is trying to get over the hump to win the cup. Obviously, they haven't won since back in the days with the Belfour and obviously Brett Hull and those days, obviously in New and but they're looking to win another cup, and they clearly, they're a fantastic team, even going on the road. Obviously, with these shortened schedules, it was nice to get the chance to check them out. Seats were up there in the above the goal in the second tier. Felt like I was watching a Sega Genesis game. It's exactly how it was laid out in front of my eyes, and exactly felt like I was watching Gressy's head bleed. So it was definitely entertaining. Obviously, it was seeing the plays develop. Obviously, the sound's a little off because you're far further up high and not as close, but so you're not hearing the exact puck hit the sticks and the boards and that's when you get down low. But you definitely get a view of the full ice up high and with not being on an angle, you really get to see the full, flow into zones. I mean, the line changes. I mean, it's like I said, I don't often get seats in that angle, but I mean, it was a lot of fun. So it was a good time. Like obviously, I ran late because I went to overtime, and then you got to get out of the parking and stuff. But we have 2 boxes tonight. I'm excited. You guys did a great job. Obviously, I was, out of the house and had to list the unsolds. I think there were 6 or 7 today, which wasn't too bad. Obviously, with 37 boxes, you guys grabbed those. I think Dale C just swiped the very last one to close us. Looking for some closer mojo. Nick F was coming in to swoop that, and Dale texted me, and I claimed it for him just seconds before Nick F was trying to do the closer mojo. So it's been a pretty crazy weekend. I hit a nice jersey from my PC over at Daryl's room with the Brant Clark I have him in my Dynasty Fantasy League. I'm a big fan. Him going forward, he's only 23. He's obviously they have Drew Doughty, but he's the next in line, going to be the long time offensive defenseman for the Kings. So I like enjoying watching him play, but he's not quite there yet. This is only his second full season. He had a bit of a taste, 2 years ago. So this is his second full season. So that was nice to hit that. Obviously, it was a claim spot of mine. Then he had another claim today, and I grabbed a couple spots. So we'll see how that goes. And there's a couple of days before that break happens, but it was good to hit. So I hit the Brand Clark yesterday morning. Felt good about that. I felt, things moving my direction. I came close to hitting the Lem over at Big Al's last week. Was not able to make a trade, I guess. So I decided to list those two jerseys, hoping that I could generate the revenue, maybe grab one from elsewhere. But those are both listed separately, but from our boxes. And other than that, and then Duke lost today. That was a nice present, having Duke being up. They were the first team. Obviously, the teams winning 15 or more, top seeds winning 15 up by 15 or more at halftime had been 134-0 in the NCAA tournament, and that ended today when they were up by 2 in the last second, and there was a turnover by the top prospect Boozer, and UConn got the ball and passed it, and the guy buried, not quite from the logo, but it was a pretty deep three to beat Duke. So that was huge. I've been watching. Obviously, Kentucky gets bounced in the second round, and I'm not as huge into the hoop. There's so much else going around with the Jays, 2 walk-offs in their first 2 games, and then a nice game today by Lauer and some home runs on their end. So they're 3-0. Yankees are 3-0 in the division, having given up 1 run in 3 games to the Giants. So they're here to for the real deal as well. But like I said, baseball's in full swing. Nice to see the Phillies get pounded today, so they're 1-2. The local team. So what's up, Thomas M? Nice to see you stop by. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to see if anybody wants to come watch us late. I know there's a lot of people in Central and Mountain. I don't think anybody's in the Western time zone, but I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know what Big Al's doing. There's no games on, so we're just if you're not breaking elsewhere. I know there's a lot of Central and Mountain breakers, but the hockey's done for the night. The last 2 games were the Flyers, Stars, and the Devils, Blackhawks, and that is over. That was in not overtime. My boy Dougie Hamilton tied it up 3-3, and then I think Jack Hughes got the last 2 to make it 5-3, I think. So that was the last 2 games. On light schedule, the Bolts were on early. Obviously, I got to watch the first period, and it was not. It's not great. Obviously, they're down 1. No, it was 0-0, I think, when I left. And then they ended up getting Kucherov, second game in a row he missed. He missed yesterday and today. So, I think he's sick. I think he's injured. So they said there's ailment. I don't know what he's got. He's got stomach ailments. I'm not sure he's got them. But we'll see. Hopefully, he can get back by Tuesday. That's our next game for the Bolts. Tomorrow's schedule is a little light. This week is weird. Light schedules, Sunday, Monday, even Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday looks to be heavy, and then Saturday are the 2 heavy days this week. So the rest of the games, the rest of the night to be pretty light. So we'll see what's going on with that. Wildwood Breaks, home of the number 1 Philadelphia Flyers. Definitely not. I was surrounded by them. I'll tell you that. I like seeing how many Stars fans actually. I'm not going to say a lot, but there was obviously the green jerseys stick out like sore thumbs. So it was always good for me to see some of the Stars fans. I did see Sergei Zubov and the 2 girls together. One had a Zubov Stars jersey, one had a Daryl Sador Stars jersey. I can't remember the last time I saw a Daryl Sador Stars jersey. Obviously, he won the Cup with the Bolts and he won the Cup with the Stars. Obviously, he was a first-round draft pick of the Kings back in the Yager, the Owen draft. So it's been a long time since I've seen Daryl Sador jersey in public. But obviously, I'm a huge Zubov fan. Obviously, I have a Ranger and a Stars Zubov in the PC. But so it's good to see them. Obviously, the current Stars. You see, I saw some Rants. I saw some Miros. I don't know if I saw Duchesne. I definitely saw Jamie Benz. Flyers, you see all kinds of crazy stuff, and people are still wearing the Carter Hart jerseys to games. You see a little bit of everything. Obviously, from the Bobby Clark era, you see that stuff to the current stuff. Obviously, Mitch Goff, I think, is a bit hasty to go out and grab a Mitch Goff jersey, but obviously Easy Peasy and Konechny are two legit stars for that team. So it was fun. Like I said, it was good. Like I said, oh, you're buying comics and whatnot. Okay, so there you go. Like I said, I haven't listened to anything recently. I have, probably like a dozen, short and long boxes upstairs. I have to start getting back into the whatnot grind and turning that stuff over. I got tons of mailers. So I'm ready to go with that. It's just taking time and scheduling yourself and then being able to burn through some shows, but I'll get to that eventually. The jerseys keep me busy. Obviously, we're doing breaks 3 nights a week. The doubles on Sundays, Tuesday and Thursday Facebooks. And like I said, I'm spending a lot of my time hunting for them. Reminding me that I'm well on the way to April's reload. I'm up to like 18 or 19 jerseys, either in house or on the way. So it's looking good for I'm not sure how many it's going to be, probably 16 or 17, depending on where I want to cut it off. Usually I'm trying to seed an extra 1 or 2 in each reload. That'll give me a chance to do 5 weeks without having to break again so quickly. So if I'm able to drop in 17 this time, if I can drop in 17 again, let me see, we're getting slowly to the point where I can do 5 weeks of breaks before I have to reload. Of course, 3 and 11 are attached to the hip. So, that'll knock 2 boxes out one time. So that'll throw us back down to our normal total. But, here we go. Like I said, we got I think, 14 different people, 15 different people. Not sure everybody's going to make it to watching live. I know a lot of you guys are watching. A couple people told me they'll be up, they're going to bed. They're not going to be able to watch it live, but you guys enjoy the video. I'm excited to see what comes out tonight. We had 4 boxes last week. We have not hit a new one yet. So, obviously we now have 17 of the 37 boxes are from the last reload, and we're overdue. Like I said, sometimes you hit, 3 or 4 in a row of the new batch. We'll see if we had some of the old stuff still, but good luck, everybody. I'm excited to see. There's some decent people in the room, so let's get going. We're not going to wait too long. Obviously, I got tons of work post-break to do. Obviously, I have to enter in this stuff to start or to end next Sunday on eBay. And then, of course, I get the spot price preview. I haven't even touched any of that, though. It's probably not going to change much. I did you guys right the first week. I probably won't tap the ticket up too much. I'll have to look at my totals, and then I'll get that up before the end of the night. Of course, it'll be tomorrow. Usually the eBay stuff I start doing that around, quarter after 12. But the spot price preview, I'll probably get around the same time. So most of it will be done on Monday, technically. But so we'll get to that. I got tons of stuff to do, but let's get some jerseys into you guys' hands. Everything's sent in the mail on Friday, I believe. So you guys should be receiving them probably over the next couple of days, middle of the week, no later than the end of the week. I know I have 3 or 4 jerseys. It looks to be arriving to me this week. I get 1 tomorrow. I got 1 Wednesday, 1 Thursday. So, I'm probably about 3 or 4 jerseys past that I need to get to me in the next week or so. But looking forward to everything arriving, everything passing my inspections. But it's a nice reload coming. This one's nice. We got 17 boxes still. So before I even start getting into the next reload, we start knocking out some of these. So good luck, everybody, with that. So let me get my randoms up here. I got everything ready. I wrote up the list. I got everybody's names down here. Like I said, I think we have 14 people in here. Like I said, Dale closed us. He had some spots on eBay as well. James M., you got spots. I don't know if he grabbed any unsolds. I know Ron grabbed a bunch on eBay. Greg, actually, I met Greg in person. He was actually at the Flyer game. He lives down in EC, so he's not around the corner or anything. I think he left probably before in the middle of the third period, probably, but I haven't actually met him. He was there with his wife. He told me he's an Islander fan. He's not a Flyer fan, but he was there in his Flyer hat, just as a goof, I think. Shirley McKay, one of our Sundays, is here. No Ryan S. I don't see Ryan S. on the list. What do you got? Thomas M., you got your spots. Nick F. grabbed some. Big Al, of course, is here. Welcome into him. Daryl L. Larry V's got his spots. CK, you got a couple. Brett G and Jake G. We got the father and son are back tonight. And welcome back, Steve S., our resident Islander fan, our longtime Islander fan. I've been seeing him post some amazing Master Chef, Matthew Schaefer rookie cards, and absolutely unbelievable. His collection, he's got, walls of letters, and he's got an amazing Islanders collection. So I'm seeing some good stuff from him. He stepped in today, grabbed, I think, 3 spots. So good luck to him. Welcome back, Steve S. Hope you come back on Tuesday and Thursdays or just on Sundays, whatever your schedule has you doing. But we'll see how that goes. And then, like I said, I think it's everybody else here. So good luck, whether you're watching live here. I don't think you're here, but you'll be watching, I'm sure, in the recording when I post it. So good luck, everybody. Let's get my list and my dice. Here's my dice. Here's my list. Okay, very good. 2 boxes, of course, tonight. There we go. You guys know the drill. 5 or more on our first box. Then we'll back that box out. We'll do 5 or more on our second box. The way we don't necessarily have the same amount of dice roll on the random. So you guys know the drill. Everybody here, I think, has hit before. You guys have been with us quite some time. We don't have any newbies today. So, but obviously, Steve S is back with us. Everybody else has hit semi-recently. So good luck. I know Shirley Mike A wants to hit. He hasn't hit quite some time. He's been pleading with the randomizer. So we'll see what happens tonight. So good luck, everybody. Our first box. Here are the boxes in order. We're not going to spend too much time on that. Still have all the new boxes, which is 81 through 97. No skips. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. 5 or more. First box. It's going to be 4 is no good. 5 or more on a roll. And it's 10 times our first box. Good luck, everybody. 10 times. Here we go. Boom. 37 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our first box tonight is going to be box number 78. 78. That's from the second to last. We have that run again. 78 it is. 78 is not in the run, the reload. 78 was from the last reload, which is now whittling down. We're down to 7 boxes in that run. So here we go. Let's get that box number out. 78 is gone. 78. Where are you, 78? Boom. Okay. There we go. Let's go 5 or more on our dice roll. See what we got. 10 times again. 10 times again. 10 times both times. That's rarity. 10 times both times. Let's do it. 1, 36 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the second box tonight is going to be box number 36. Wow. Unbelievable. 10 times box 36. 10 times box 36. We are knocking out old stuff and not knocking out new stuff. That is absolutely insane. 36 and 78. Let's back that out so I don't have to remember that for Tuesday. Okay. There it is. 36. Going bye-bye. We got some big hits in these runs. Let's see what you guys do. 78 and 36. Wow, 6 boxes and we haven't hit a new one yet. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But these are other than the 17, these are the 2 biggest runs, 7 and 5. So 78 and 36. 78 is all the way on the right side. Ooh, can't believe we haven't hit a reload. 78 is here. 36 right here. Very good. Very good. Ooh. That means you have 35 boxes. Now we're at 50-50. 35 boxes, 17 new boxes. So Tuesday and Thursday, telling you, flip a coin, 50-50 shot. We had we had a new one finally, but tonight, it's going to be time for some oldie stuff. Not really old, obviously. That's the February reload is the box 78, and the 36 is from the late December reload, I think. So good luck to everybody. Cannot wait to see what comes out. We got, like I said, we got some long, older jerseys in here. Let's see what you go. Okay. And like I said, I do have freebies coming. I believe is it next the next Sunday is I'm celebrating the 3-year anniversary is the 7th, which is a Tuesday. But we're going to do the giveaway to you guys because most people are here. More people are here on Sundays. We're going to do a giveaway next Sunday. So make sure when you get to see the spots, put your bids in. Of course, we're going to be down to 33 and 32 boxes. So it's a good number, but it's obviously that's the 5th of April, of course, and that'll be our anniversary celebration. I have at least the jersey and the 8x10. See what else I'm coming up with. See what I can do, but definitely have some freebies. I'll show. In fact, I'll even show that up to you guys before we open the boxes. We're figuring we're here late anyway. So these are definitely going to be 2 things I'm going to give away next Sunday. If anybody, obviously we're all hockey fans and we're familiar with the movie The Goon, but I have 2 giveaways. First one's going to be an 8x10 signed by the actual Goon. The movie was based on, obviously, Sean William Scott and Leaf Schreiber were the players in the movie, but Doug Glatt was actually the Goon in the real life story, and that's who it's basically based on. That 8x10 is going to be given away. Doug Smith, who played Doug Glatt, is the character. So that's going to be given away. Doug Smith is the real person giving away the Glatt. Also, I'm going to be giving away the Glatt custom jersey signed by the real Goon, Doug Smith. That's for next Sunday, just as a celebration that the 3-year anniversary. I'm going to be giving away both of those items next Sunday. I'm trying to get something else to get in there as well. So expect at least one other giveaway. But for sure, next Sunday, I'm going to be doing the Doug Smith on the custom jersey, the real Goon, as well as the 8x10. They'll be given away next Sunday. So, but this Sunday, we got boxes 78 and 36. So let's see it. So, and I'll mention on Tuesday and Thursday because we have some people that aren't here today that are usually here on Tuesday and Thursday. So I'll mention the giveaways for next Sunday as well. So box 78. Let's see what we got for us. Box 78. Some good stuff in this run. Ho! He's going to be quite happy. There he is. The Legends. Brad Park. Boston Bruins. Very, very nice. There it is. Absolutely gorgeous sig on the Legend. Brad Park, number 22. Frozen Pond COA. One of the best in the business, as we all know, with their hologram. Their card, obviously, is just a generic card, but Brad Park, I don't know if he's not here. You not here, Larry? Larry is not in the room. Brad Park, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. He hit his other Bruin target, and this was the one he was chasing as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Fanatics, Boston Bruins on the 22. Brad Park. There we go. Bruins logos on the sleeves. There it is. Like I said, Legends. Gorgeous signature on that one. Brad Park, 22, going to Larry V. Larry V getting hot, staying hot. Congratulations. Unbelievable. Real nice. Let's see what we got. Congratulations. That's a monster. So very, very nice chase for him. I got more Bruins coming. So if Bruins, like I said, Bruins he doesn't have, we'll see if they're anything he's looking for. But there we go. Box 36. Brad Park comes out of box 78. Box 36. There's some good stuff in this run as well. So good luck. Good luck. Here we go. So an unsigned glad. I didn't know you had an unsigned glad. There you go. Okay, but so there'll be one. I'm hoping you have a run at that next week. That'll be it, Thomas. So congratulations. Good luck to that next week. This is Jason M is going to be very sad. There he is. Josh Morrissey, Canadian superstar defenseman, was injured in the Olympics. Obviously, Winnipeg Jets, big time. The main point man for the Winnipeg Jets. There it is. AJ Sports COA. There it is. An Oglethorpe. I didn't have an Oglethorpe. That's nice too. Yeah, I know you got some of the good random, especially the movie celebrity. Very good. Like I said, I saw that. I was like, you know what? I don't want to box it, but I'll definitely give it as a giveaway to you guys. Josh Morrissey on the Adidas, on the AJs. With, of course, look at that. You can tell the fight strap right through the jersey. Love the Adidas. Love it with the fight strap. Heavyweight, Adidas Pro, Winnipeg Jets, 44, Josh Morrissey. Look at that. There it is. There's your crest. We've been hitting Jets. We had Ehlers. We had Morrissey. I think we have more Jets coming. I have to. Got to restock. You know, the Jets hit. You guys chase them. They keep hitting. Jets time. Bruin time. Congratulations. Who had Josh Morrissey tonight? Let's see who we got. We got Brad Park, definitely is Larry V. Josh Morrissey this evening's going to Big Al. Big Al, that's right. He was an unsold. Congratulations, Big Al, stepping in. I know Jason M has been chasing Josh Morrissey pretty much regularly on the Tuesday and Thursday stuff, sometimes even eBay. But tonight he was an unsold, and Big Al stepped in and grabbed him. So congratulations on the Josh Morrissey. There it is, Thomas. There. Rest well. Get some strength. We'll see you back here on Tuesday and Thursday. And definitely remember next Sunday, that'll be the Doug Smith, the Doug Glatt, the real goon. That'll be given away. Both the 8x10 and the jersey. Could go to the same person depending on what spots go to, but we'll definitely give that away next Sunday. So thank you much. Thank you. Like I said, late nights here at WAFFLEBOARD Breaks. Congratulations to Buttes. Gorgeous Adidas Morrissey and gorgeous Brad Park fanatics going to Larry. Been chasing him from the day one. So congratulations on that. Congratulations again. Big Al hitting the Morrissey. I'm sure that probably shows up in one of his products. So no, actually he doesn't use. He says he doesn't put the stuff he hits in the breaks into his products. But congratulations on the Morrissey. Big Al, very nice, swooping in, grabbing that from the unsolds. And Brad Park going to Larry V, one of his longtime targets. So thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I'll post a video right away, and I'll get working on the spot price preview for Tuesday and Thursday, as well as getting stuff set up on eBay. So thank you much, everybody. Appreciate you working with me, obviously doing the late breaks with the games. And I look forward to seeing everybody back here on Tuesday. 35 boxes Tuesday, 34 Thursday. So our odds are getting better and better. No matter what you're chasing, your odds are better every break. So look forward to seeing you guys back here Tuesday night. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks is out. Take care, guys.